Hey, Richmond. Who's their coach? Uze. If you want to, players usually. Okay, start again. Hey, Uzo.
Uze.
Hey, Uze. You might look for some.
Yeah, go again. That's funny. Hey, Uzo.
Hey, Uso. And action. Welcome back to another episode of the podcast. It is episode 28, and we are just finished round 14, going to round 15. Oh my God, what's going on, Matt Oj?
There's been plenty going on.
Plenty, too much.
The AFL season is absolutely flying.
I'm just a guy.
You're the high flyer. I see. I see on Instagram. You are the high flyer.
I'll send it to you personally.
What's been going on?
What's your weekend? Just got back from Tasmania. Now it was one of the most roughest, craziest. People just got out of prison type game going round. Got down to Tassie, North Tassie, and it was Yolo Demons versus South Burnie.
How cold?
Oh, like 8 degrees. Minus 1 in the morning. So you can understand why I did a hamstring. Literally got down there, got into we ended up winning by a point, and your boy kicked the sealer.
You kicked the winner.
First time ever.
Yeah, you let me know about it straight away.
I did. I was like,
so how'd you go? Guess who did it?
Mitchell.
Yeah,
Mitchell Von Robinson. Yeah, but yeah, that was a crazy game. Getting down there and playing. Really appreciate it. It was as rough as gas. Go to my vlog if you want to check it out on YouTube. But what about you? Did you do anything?
Did the fans love you coming back home?
Yeah.
Did they love you there?
I'm a Tassie boy.
Really? Yeah. Even out in the sticks?
Even Oppo players were nice as shit to me, and they're rough as guts.
Yeah, nice.
But they were undefeated, and we beat them, and they let me know about it. Oh, you don't earn this money? Yeah, I was. Guess what? And we get the win. I didn't give a shit.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff.
But yeah, you anything? I know all you do is work and just gym.
And watch footy and do gym. So I was a bit disappointed this weekend. My beloved Lions kicked too many behinds. We'll get into it later on. But that was a sad day for me. So
how's gym going?
It's going well. I take my stress out, my anger on the dumbbells and the weight racks and stuff like that.
Shifting 160 kilograms for 3 reps, mind you. Jesus.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that.
It's good weight. I'm
111.
I'm happy, but I'm not quite there.
You'll get there. Rome wasn't built in a day, and your body's not going to be built in a day.
So I've developed a little bit of sleep apnea, the snoring. So the girlfriend's not too happy. We're having a few dust-ups about it. So I've got to get a CPAP machine. And
you just got to get surgery in here or something.
Yeah, I've had 3 broken noses. So
I've got that photo of you with a broken nose.
With the extra weight around the neck and the chest, it's causing me a bit of... Mate, you guys probably hear me in the mic. So I am struggling a bit with this additional weight, but it's all for a good cause.
It's all right, yeah. It's going to take a couple of years. But let's get stuck into it. Reso-matic. The current ladder is 1 Pies, 2 Cats. They've gone up 2 places. 3 Lions have dropped 1. Crows are at 4th and they've dropped 1. 5th is Hawks. They've gone up 1. Suns have dropped 1 spot on the back of that.
They do have 2 games to play, though.
Yeah, I didn't realise that before.
It's
good. That's actually really good by them. GWS is 7th, 8th is Freo. 4 wins in a row for the boys.
Yeah, they look like they're going to keep on winning too with the matchups they got. They got Freo, Essendon coming up, obviously, and then St Kilda. So they look like they're going to be in a good stead for finals.
Jeez, if they make finals, then our prediction's not too bad.
Yeah.
And then we've got number 9. Oh, that was top 8. So then bottom 8, it is the Doggies.
This is wrong saying that, isn't it?
Sitting there, they haven't moved.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. They haven't moved. I know there's buyers galore coming out their ass, but I haven't seen them move yet for ages.
Yeah, like I said, they're the best 9th team you'll ever see, I reckon.
Apparently.
No, they'll be there. They'll be there.
Then we've got number 10 is the Blues. They're up 1, and they've got the Kangas this week, so they're just sniffing.
What do you think about the Blues? They're sniffing. At this point of the season, would you believe it? Seeing Kane Corns, did you see what he said?
No.
He said they consider themselves lucky because they've got to play West Coast twice.
Yeah, that's crazy. So that's 2 wins on the trip. Like that's 2 wins.
That's automatic just about, isn't it? I know anyone can beat anyone on a given day, but
that's 2 wins.
But the betters say Carlton win that. So
why would they play finals last year? Why would they have West Coast twice?
Yeah, it's a bit of bull.
Yeah, it's a bit of bull. They want to see the top. No, the big.
It's weird they got them twice. Like Brizzy haven't even played them yet. Like you should be able to get through everyone first before you play. So
that's not the way the cookie crumbles. You can only play what's in front of you, and the Blues played them twice.
True. So
they're sniffing around.
They're having a sniff.
Couple more wins, they could be like knocking on heaven's door.
Yeah.
Then we have 11th is Port Adelaide. They were 15th last week.
What are they doing?
Can change in a week.
What are they doing?
They're just getting up the ladder.
They're just hanging around.
They're
just hanging around.
But they're climbing without realising.
Yeah, they are.
So, they're 15th. 1 week, they've gone up 4 spots. They've got the Swans at home this week.
So I feel like under Port, the rest of these guys, they're probably booking their off-seasons.
Yeah, don't even turn up.
So read them out now.
Play the kids. They've got the Bombers at 12th, Swans at 13th, Saints at 14th, 15th is Demons, 16th North, 17th Tigers, and the Lonely Eagles at the bottom. Probably going to get the wooden spoon as the Eagles.
Yeah, so those boys can probably start booking their trips to Europe, America, wherever else they want to go. And
whoever those 2 guys are at the footy club who likes to book these things, get onto it. find out who wants to go. Because, I don't know, a bonding trip, tax deduct, who knows?
So who knows? But anyway, that is the current ladder as it sits. A few surprises there for me is probably the Bulldogs, still not in the 8, but
they'll get there.
They'll be there. So.
They'll get there. All right, let's get stuck into some recent talking points. Now, state of the game. I chucked it up on the Instagram the other day. I was watching Friday night footy. It was Crows and Hawthorn, and it was appalling to watch. I only watched the last quarter. Up until the last 5 minutes, I was like, what is this shit? And then I see all these people going, Tassie Stadium needs a roof. If they're going to go to Tassie, they need to have all this. It's just the weather. It wasn't even pissing out with rain. It wasn't windy.
Where did this roof chat come from? Because I hadn't actually heard about it. I must have, I'm just all footy. So I must have missed this one in the media.
No, it's not really like front page media. It's just like people in the background like going, Tassie's not going to get a stadium. They're not going to be good. Like, we need it built, put a roof on it, make it $1 billion worth. Like, we don't need all that.
Well, I see Tom Rockliff's comments come out. He says they do need a roof. And we like what Rocky has to say.
Oh, yeah. Like, it'd be sweet if they had a roof.
Yeah.
Because it's unpredictable down there, but it's not any more unpredictable than bloody Melbourne.
So what do you think? Is a roof overkill?
Carry on. Just
too much carry on?
Put anything there and then see what happens.
And it was a poor game. I mean, 10 behinds were kicked in a row at some point.
It was the players. It wasn't windy. It wasn't raining. They just sucked.
And I mean this with all due respect. It was an AFLW score.
Yeah, it was low as hell.
It was really
47
low.
to 44.
And I know their quarters are low and they got less players on the field. So it was 10 behinds in a row.
Yeah, it wasn't it.
Until the last 5 minutes. You love to see that bit as a fan though, because it's game on the line.
Didn't matter if it was like 10 points to 9 points.
Yeah, and then they started kicking goals and lead changes. So that was good.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think put that on the players, not the bloody where they played.
Yeah,
if it was Mars Stadium in bloody Ballarat, yeah, where's their roof?
Yeah,
that's the worst ground to play at in history.
And it blows a gale and it's cold.
Yes.
So
suck on something before you start talking that.
Yeah, I don't mind that from you. I don't mind that from you at all.
But that's horrible to play.
Yes.
All right, now your mate Sam McClure, he's been clickbaiting the world again, and run us through what your
Why
thoughts
does he do
on
that? Like, why does he have to set me off like this? And
You bit.
I bit.
You bit.
I commented. I think I said he was fried.
Yeah, he bit.
Yeah, so and we don't have anything. We don't have anything against him.
Nah, mate, I've talked to him in the DMs on Twitter. Talked about playing Call of Duty with us and stuff.
I seen him working out with Bucks. I was like, "Come on, Sammy, come over here and shift some tin with me." But
Nathan Buckley or Dylan Buckley?
Nathan Buckley. They can both come over.
What are they
Bucks,
doing?
they say Bucks is had the all-time rig, but
he did.
Come and shift with me. But anyway, I didn't like his comments about Max Holmes and Bailey Smith, who these two boys are absolutely dominating this year.
He said they're not A graders.
He said not A graders. I'm sick of his A grade. Like, is he the A grade guy or something now or what? Because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of him why he has to say this stuff.
I want to see his schooling marks and see if he had A grades.
So,
look, let me be on the defense then.
Yeah, go for it.
I'll just say what I think, and I might not mean it, but I'm just saying, like, okay, let's back up what old mate's saying. I would agree that one of those two aren't A graders on the back of, okay, Bailey Smith, he was a good player before his ACL. He's had a year off.
Yeah.
And to come back and do what he's doing now is phenomenal.
It screams A grader, doesn't it? Like, you can have a year off, come back and dominate the comp and be, one of the Brownlow favourites.
100%. So on the flip side, I'm like, his disposal efficiency is anus. It's like below average. It's like 60-something, like low 60%. He's turning the ball over a lot, but he's also getting a lot of dozzies. So like 40s, the high 30s, low 30s. So he's not in the Kentuckies. He's getting what's he getting? Like
I think he was 10.
10 contested possessions a game and averaging around 31. Like, you shouldn't be shanking the ball that much. But on your defense?
He's got serious work rate, up and down. He's a gut runner. I mean, maybe sometimes he's a bit quick and disposals.
But that's going to take time, right? He's had a year off.
Give him a chance. Like, we're talking 14 games, 13 games we're in, and he's still missing games.
Yeah.
Like, he's not fully back. So, like, let's give this guy a chance before we go, his disposal shit, whatever. But what he's producing for Geelong is far better than what his disposal, what's going on. So 100. I don't think that's an issue at all.
No, okay. Let's talk about Max Holmes then. Yes, he's one of the great players at the moment.
This year.
But how long has he been doing it for?
Well, last year he won a BNF.
Yeah.
For Geelong. Which that team was in the prelim.
Yep.
And I'll go as far as say, if that team had beaten Brisbane, they would have won the grand final.
And what was he doing before that?
He was still a very good player. I mean, he was in the team. He missed out on the grand final before because of the hamstring. He was a part of those teams. So, again, this is a guy that's still coming on the scene, but I believe he's having an A-grade season. Yeah. And last year he was. I guarantee Geelong staff and coaching staff say he is an A-grade player for us.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what they think. It's about what the media and people think outside of that. I'd say he's playing A-grade footy. I'd also say I want to see the rest of the season. Like he's gonna continue this form. He's had no signs of slowing down.
Yeah.
I just feel like for an A-grade player, I want to be able to walk down the street and be like, oh, fuck, that's Max Holmes. That's Max Holmes.
Yeah.
Like he's the guy killing it.
I reckon they would in Geelong.
Of course in Geelong,
yeah.
Mate. I'd say average Joe footy fan wouldn't know what he looks like at all.
Yeah.
He's just putting out numbers. Yeah, he's putting up good numbers and winning games. Is he A grade right now? I'd say his football is. Just give me a little bit more time.
Okay, you want more time for him?
I don't need a certain amount of years to be an A grade player.
I think
I don't want one or two good seasons and then you're in.
I think a B&F.
Yeah, that's really good.
In a team that made a prelim, you're right up there. It wasn't a B&F.
What about winning a B&F and then finishing bottom of the ladder?
Yeah, it's you're not right up there.
So I wasn't up there.
Well,
that's what I thought. Yeah, it does make an A-grade player win a B&F.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
But you got to look at some of the teams, like their outfits, right? Like. Mm-hmm. And he had serious players in that team. That's why, like they say, when you win a grand final, a B&F in the grand final year, it's huge.
Okay, at the start of the year,
it's massive.
At the start of the year,
they made a prelim.
Yeah, at the start of the year, would you have gone Max Holmes as an A-grade player?
No.
Okay, so 14 rounds in, now he is. I'll say give me at the end of the year, then I'll give you that status.
Sorry, not this. What?
Start the year before the season started.
Oh no, I would have called him an A-grader.
Okay, I don't know who he is before last 2 years.
But I would have had to have read through the list. He wouldn't have been the first A-grader off my head.
Yeah.
I would have looked at Geelong's team and gone A-grader, A-grader.
I'm sure his contract's going to say A-grader next year.
For sure.
Or whenever it is.
But anyway, I love that defence from you, Robbo. Gets me really thinking. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
I'm A-grade for these two guys, but what do you guys think? We've gone too early with it. Is Sam McClure gone too early? A lot of people back me up.
Of course they will.
But
you got a lot of likes on it.
A lot of likes.
And I was like, hey, mate, it's clickbait. Like, he's literally paid Century
he
to put that on there.
He got me.
Yeah. That's
if he was a fisherman, I'm done. Yeah. I'm on the market.
I don't think you've had any bait on it. You just went,
I'm on the market for sale. But anyway, that's where I'm at.
On journos doing their thing, mate. I just want to give a little shout out to David Zita. Now, you might not know who he is.
No, I don't know him, but
Fox footy commentator.
But you were pretty happy with this. You sent me this straight away, and I loved it. I said, what did I say? I said, ultimate respect.
Ultimate. And that's coming from someone who we don't respect.
And I don't even know him.
Yeah. So he tweeted this. He goes, I tweeted earlier a deal was closed for Marcus Bontempelli and an announcement should come in the next week or so in a 3 to 4 year extension. He continues on that. He goes, that wasn't accurate. I apologise. That's on me. Should be better at my job than that. And wasn't on this occasion. Love it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now, how hard was that? How hard was it?
He's more liked.
I threw something out there. I thought I had the right information. Incorrect.
He's
apologise, everybody. I love it. So I said, he follows me on Twitter, so I just sent him a message, a little cheeky message. Hey, mate, absolutely love that tweet about taking accountability. That's why you're respected. Setting the standards. Yep. He replies, thank you, mate. Pretty flat with myself, but we'll learn from it and own it. That's all we can do.
That's all you can do. Refreshing. It's perfect.
It's so refreshing. You don't have to double down, backtrack, all this kind of stuff. He just going, hey, I said it and I thought I had the right info. Wasn't correct.
Well, I can tell you for a fact now, I didn't know him.
Move on.
But now seeing David Zita, when I see his name pop up, I'll read it and be like, oh yeah, okay. I'll read his stuff because I'm like, oh, he's genuine.
That's the boom. That's the thing. So you'll see his stuff.
I don't know this guy. I don't even. When you sent me, I was like, what the who? Yeah.
So you'll see his stuff and you'll be like, okay, if he's putting it out there, he believes he's accurate as all hell.
Yeah. He's got a reason to be putting this out, not for just to get a story or some clicks.
It takes balls to do that and not be like, oh, no, I'm right. And my sources and someone close to this person told me that he's going to sign for 4 years. No, he just goes, I got it wrong.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I like it. Yep. Well done, mate.
Gain respect from me. Gain respect from you. And I'm sure the public loved it too. So good on you, mate. Okay. Do you think we're ever going to see this bloke at West Coast Eagles again? Ooh. Oscar Allen ruptured his plantaris, which is not nice.
I hope not.
That's not nice.
Yeah, no.
Thoughts?
Oh, well, I hope not because what I'm reading is Brisbane from my sources. My sources.
What's he signing for? 4-year deal.
Yeah. Is that he might come to Brisbane?
Yeah.
Or he might not. I don't know.
We would love him here.
Oh, absolutely. Brisbane would love him. It'd be a great replacement for Joe.
Yeah. I didn't know he was a forward. I thought he was a backman.
No, he's a forward. I guess he could, if you need to, maybe Brizzy could turn him into a back, but he is...
I don't think we need that. We've got Tom Duday.
Yeah.
We've got Dizzy. We've got blokes coming in this weekend.
I'd like to see him join Brisbane. I believe if he comes to Brisbane, it resets him and puts him in another premiership window for a couple of years. He's 26. He's been a captain of the West Coast Footy Club.
Brings experience.
He will get more opportunities at Brisbane. Obviously, good midfield. They know how to win games. They get forward entries.
He would not
They get
do it
a lot
himself.
of scoring shots in games. So
Did he play in the granny? Did he play in the granny? No.
No, I don't know. No, he didn't. He didn't. No, he didn't. But yeah, he'll get more of a chance.
Yeah.
So this is my pitch to him. Come to Brisbane.
This will be getting kicked right at him. Boss.
You've got a couple of the best users inside 50 in Hugh McCluggage, Dane Zorko coming off half back.
Lucky Chucky Neal.
They're known for inside 50 kicks. So
I just feel like
he'd be a great fit though.
Be a great fit because I feel like Brisbane are a bit lost without Joe. And it sucks to say that. I think they can place him. That would be handy. I also feel like a team that could use him, and I don't want to be that guy throwing suggestions out there, but Sydney Swans, they don't have a forward that would help Amadi out graciously. I just feel like they're lost because they don't have anyone to kick it to.
Well, yeah, that's why that's sort of the Jamarra thing come up because Sydney need a forward. They're chasing him. But no, even like going back, I know they got smashed in the granny, but I sort of looked at that grand final team. On that day, I didn't think much of it. And I looked at the matchups, defenders and forwards, and I thought, hang on, Brizzy's defence is looking...
Smack on
compared to...
This matchup was well.
Yeah, the matchup, they really matched up. No one scared me
in that forward line. I was like, okay, Papley, cool. Amadi could kick one or two.
Yeah, but you have guys like Starcevic who are known for doing jobs on really good small forwards. Yeah. And of course, Papley's always a threat. Yeah, but you know, Starce...
I think if you know Brisbane, then Swans would be like chasing that bloke.
Yeah, you would think.
Yeah.
But anyway, I feel like my pitch to him's been pretty good.
It's been pretty good. And we'll send a couple of DMs.
We'll send you a few DMs, get you over here. But we'd love to have you.
Yeah, good luck with the recovery, mate. Hopefully it's quick and hopefully it's not as bad as everyone thinks. All right, let's review a few things from the weekend. Rising star Tyrell Dewar. West Coast Eagles, 27 disposals, 843 metres gained. That's a pretty good debut.
Few things for West Coast to celebrate this week.
And that other bloke, let's talk about him as well. Tom McCarthy, number 1 draft pick in the mid-season. He just rocks up and goes, yeah, this is easy. I'm 24-year-old. Sweet. 31 dozzies, 6 marks, 104 fantasy. And he has the crudest AFL profile picture.
Mugshot.
Fix that, please. That is bad.
Come on, West Coast. He's just had...
I could do better for
retake it. He's just had 31. Give him a good one. Like, make him the guy.
They've just literally gone on MS Paint and just cut a head out and whacked it on there.
Yeah.
Fix it up. Make him look good. He's playing well, but he wasn't eligible for the Rising Star.
I don't think so. I think it's because he's 24. I know if it's under 10 games you can, but I think it might be capped at age 22. Okay. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. This is why I love the live chat in here sometimes as well.
Yeah.
You know,
they could get onto it.
They get onto it for us. But anyway, I'm pretty sure. So
yeah, rate that. What the fuck is wrong with the Saints? Okay, they finished 12th last year. Did we expect them to be better this year? I don't think that we did. I thought, they're not bad.
I expected them to be from 10th to 8th.
Yeah.
And if they were going to play finals, it was going to be because they were 8 on the ladder.
They're sitting 14th and they don't look like winning the game. They've had a couple glimpses this year. Like, they're a good team.
They'll beat Geelong.
Yeah, and then you just see the rest of the stuff they're putting out. It's like, no, they're not.
Yeah.
I think the most exciting part from watching them play at the moment is the press conferences.
Well, the boss. The big boy.
The boss, man.
He just got back from Vegas.
Jonos, if you rock up with a couple
he got a win and said, I'm going to Vegas for the bye. And then I think that he was hungover.
That looked a bit bad.
He was a bit hungover.
But yeah, they got to fix something. I got no answers for him. They got to fix something there.
So he smashed the journo in there as well, didn't he?
Oh, bad. The journo came at him talking about, hey, the Thursday night crowd attendance was 20,000.
Saints have been down.
Just saying Saints are bad. And he's like, he just grilled him. He's like, bring up the stats. What's the average for Thursday nights in the guy? And he's like, I don't know. I'm just asking you what you think about, the Saints crowd attendance on Thursday. He's like, what's the numbers? What do we usually average? Ask the journo person, like his assistant. And then they go, oh yeah, yada yada. And he's like, well, there you go. So we're not that much down. And then they asked the journo another question and he just... Nothing.
He didn't know.
It was crickets. It was bad. I was like, oh.
See, Ross is a dangerous one to interview because he's been in media before.
He knows.
So he had that little stint off from Freo before he went to St Kilda. He's doing a lot of media. So he knows the game.
Yeah.
So he's a scary coach.
If you're trying to get a little something out of the coach for a headline,
he knows.
Brother, come prepared because he's going to ask you for more details and more facts. And if you shit him like that, it ain't good.
Yeah, you want to have a fact book ready and roaring to go.
Or make it up on the spot. Who cares?
It's nearly a debate.
Yeah.
You're nearly having a debate with him.
Papa Fags, when he's after a loss or something bad going on, he can like question a lot of things.
He'll just question him like, okay, is that what you think? Like,
is that what you think?
Yeah.
Kenny Hinkley, he's one that you don't want, like, he will just put you back in your place.
Yep.
I think Bomber Thompson used to do it a bit back in the day.
Chris Scott is for Geelong.
He's smart with it though.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I like the way he rebuts.
He's real calculated with his answers, and
he rebuttals well.
Yeah,
and he makes you double think what you're saying.
So there's a few good coach presses. If you're not into watching them, you should watch them. They can be quite entertaining at times.
Yeah, on the back of the Saints, the injury list is pretty not great. Mateus, he's done a calf. Paddy Dow, knee 1 week. Dougal Howard, hammy 2 to 3 weeks. Max King, which is the big one for them. TBC, Zane Cordy, pec for 4 weeks.
They need King.
You need King. Cordy's very, very handy. I feel like Dougal Howard is
for sure.
Always a starter. And then, Paddy Dow can do a job, and Matthias is like the young and coming.
Yeah, exactly. So
few big outs.
There is a core there that's out, but I don't know if that core is going to
not win more games.
Set the world on fire.
Actually, it could if they all play their best footy. That's a game winner.
Like King is huge. What's he do? Look at what his brother's doing at Gold Coast.
So they're twins, identical twins.
Yeah.
Run me through. They should be doing some testing. Is St Kilda's program better, or Gold Coast's plan better, or is it more so genetics wise, how one guy's doing extras or more, and the other guy's slacking?
Yeah, I don't know.
Test it out. Whose program's better, St Kilda or Gold Coast? You tell me. Look at the ladder.
The argument right now is probably Gold Coast is
look at the ladder.
Doing a bit better. But
all right, big bags over the weekend. Georgiades with 7 snags. Woo. Hogan and Cadman 5 and 6. Yep. Hogan got 6, and Cadman looked good. It could be the breakout.
And my boy from the Brisbane Lions, Logan Morris,
5. How did he slip to pick 31?
I actually don't know, and I'm thinking, where would you take him right now?
Like, as in what?
What pick?
Oh, so he's say maybe a Bali or some shit.
No. I'll take him to Vegas, but
you said he'd be pick 1 in that draft.
Well, they said halfway through this year, and it got me thinking. I'm thinking, well, yeah, maybe he would be. He's definitely not pick 31.
He's top 5 no matter what.
So Harley Reid was pick 1.
I feel like Harley at a better team is doing good footy. At the moment, he's in no man's land. And it's hard when you're in a shit team as a young kid to try and make your way. He's had that much off-field stuff. Yeah. You can see he's frustrated. You can see he doesn't want to be there.
Right, with the footy that's...
Chuck him into Brisbane Lions. What's he doing? Yeah, he's doing what Levi does.
He's probably doing... Yeah, he's better than what he's doing at West Coast.
Yes. So...
And that's just because you're in a better team.
That's what I'm saying. I think Logan's definitely top 5 now.
Yeah.
Maybe top 3.
The way it stands, though, currently playing-wise, he's number 1.
Yeah, because he's got a premiership too.
And he's got a premiership.
Yeah, stick that up, yeah. But he's flying.
He's flying, so he's kicked 5.
Good guy.
Ripper.
Yeah. Like lad, like good bloke.
Yeah, like Kai Loman, Harry Sharp type of banter.
Really? How funny was that video after the granny, him walking to the ice bath or some shit with a beer in his hand?
Perfect.
At the hotel.
I'd expect nothing less after winning the flag.
Shout out to him, and he signed on too, which is awesome.
I definitely wouldn't be getting in the ice bath though.
Nah, no. I'd be wanting my drinks in the ice bath.
I'd be getting in the esky.
Jezza kicked 5 or something too. That's a good.
All right, Rob Dog, you know what time it is.
Oh,
it's our good mate Joey boy.
Yeah.
Joe Arse.
And what's he asking?
He's asking, should the AFL or the clubs do an event at the stadiums for a milestone player every time?
Oh, okay. My thoughts are yes, if it's a full-blown milestone. So
what's a full-blown? Is it 100 games?
No.
Not enough?
No.
For an event?
What kind of event? So we're talking about Patrick Dangerfield, 350 this week, and they're whiting out the whole stadium.
Yeah, 350 is huge.
Yeah, that's big.
They're whiting the Cattery out.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Should more clubs do this?
Yeah. I think, yes, the clubs, I love it. I reckon Paddy Dangerfield, he's going to go down as one of the best players in AFL ever. So I feel like they need to go up and about for him. Similar to Cade Simpson, some clubs do T-shirts and stuff. Eddie Betts, I went to his, I think it was 300th game, and they made shirts like Eddie's pocket, all this kind of stuff.
Oh, really?
Cool as, yeah.
I didn't know that.
That whole pocket, free shirts, and it looks sweet.
Okay.
So I went to that. I feel like if it's a big player and they've serviced the club really well, and they've obviously won BNFs, all Australians, yada yada, like the accolades go long and long. I feel like yes, do it for 100 games. 150 games. They got it. It's going to cost them money.
Yeah, it is, but I think it shows they're giving back to a player that's given so much to the club.
That's what I'm saying. It has to be a length of
time.
So
what time? 200 games?
Yeah, 200, and they get 200. I reckon
they get an event.
Yeah, 200. You get your own little touch on the game, something special, something really cool. And it's probably hard if a player goes from one club to another and then hits 200.
Yeah,
you're not going to go balls out for that. But for Paddy's been there for nearly 10 years, probably.
At Geelong? No, a little bit, maybe
2016 or something?
Yeah, something close, maybe 9 to 10.
So he's been there for quite a long time.
Won a flag there. He's a captain there.
Exactly. So yes, you go above and beyond for that.
So I like the idea of this by the AFL. Yeah. It gets people excited.
Is AFL or Geelong doing this?
Geelong are doing it, but I like it for the AFL.
Yeah.
AFL put this in motion to clubs, help them pay for it.
Yeah.
Because I'm excited just to see what the stadium looks like.
Yeah, it will look cool. So there's a photo here. Bang, there's a photo right below us of an NFL stadium that's been whited out. Yeah. It looks muy bien.
Awesome. Yeah. So I'd like to see more ideas come 100%. For champion players of our game.
Yeah.
Just a little recognition of them. Like, hey, this is your game. If you don't get the win, so be it. It's just this is for you. Something for them to look back on in their career. So I would love if the AFL took that step.
Yeah, there's not many clubs or there's not many players who like it to be all about them. I feel like that's the occasion it can be.
Yeah.
So yes, it is his 350th game. It's crazy for him to be able to hit that and still playing great footy.
Yeah.
So kudos to him. Great work by Geelong and the AFL are doing this. And the fans don't have to buy it. And it's probably not all going to be white because guess what?
There's going to be some Brizzy supporters there. But they are putting white T-shirts on every seat.
Take it home with you.
What do you guys think? Do you think what should the game limit be? And do you think the AFL should do these events for players? I think it's a great idea, but what is the game limit and what gets the tick of approval? But I'd love to see it in action.
Great question, Joe. And let's get on to it. Let's preview a few games. And there's like not massive games this weekend.
Because the bye rounds are in now.
Sick of it.
There's so many. I can't keep up. I can't remember AFL having this many buys after back.
It feels like 4 weeks in a row of buys.
It's nearly been, I think, bro.
Don't like it. Get rid of it, AFL. Just don't break what's not fit. Oh, no, don't fix what's not broken. And on that race-o-matic, it is Geelong v Brisbane Lions, 7:40 Friday night, GMHBA. Now, this game is going to be whited out.
It is the whiteout game. Danger's 350, so it's going to be big. Yeah, if it's not already big, it's second versus third, so it just gets even bigger.
Now, we keep getting these games. This is the biggest game of the round, and it's on Friday night. We keep getting these games like, it could be a grand final preview. This is your teams last year in the grand final. You had Brisbane and Geelong in the grand final. Didn't happen that way, but...
That prelim was a granny. That was last year. It was super.
That was a granny. Do you still feel that? Like, do you feel like these teams could be in the granny?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I do. Brisbane got to get some stuff right. Yeah. Their goal kicking certainly letting them down.
Yeah.
13-18 on the weekend wasn't good enough. It's frustrating.
At home.
GW's kicked 17-5, win the game, okay?
Yeah.
So
I wasn't here. Wasn't doing nothing. It was all
nothing.
Good.
It was all good. Nine more scoring shots.
Yeah.
And
Fags will be pulling out those little whiskeys.
Yeah, he would have hated it. He would have hated it. So
what do you think they're doing this week?
What's training? Oh, they haven't set shots. They haven't set shots. So I haven't looked in too much at where they're getting their shots from. I haven't gone full nerd mode. Are they kicking them from the boundary? But 13-18 is not good enough.
Nah.
No way. You can't win games like that. And if you do,
some teams will do that. Like it will happen. Like it's not their day.
Yeah.
But that's a big discrepancy.
And then because the week before Adelaide, they kicked 8 points in the last quarter.
Yeah.
So it's a bit.
Are they getting the woes?
I don't call it woes, man, because Adelaide was wet, but then Brizzy, they've had a lot of shots.
Set shot, I don't want the pressure.
So, but this is a big game. There's a few key matchups.
Yeah, and let's talk about one. It's not good to hear. Big Jack Payne.
Yeah. Yep.
Ruptured his PCL. I'm pretty sure his PCL in his knee. First quarter went down. It's kind of... It
hurt Brizzy because Hogan kicked 6.
You could sense it.
Hogan kicked 6.
Went through and he's had a few injuries in his time.
Yeah, but he is having a career best year.
He was.
All reports in he's become a very pivotal part of Brisbane's spine. Yeah. He's a spine player. Mate, and if you lose a spine player, that hurts.
But you know Fags' motto, just bring the next soldier up. And they do have
Brizzy are very good at that. Brizzy are very good at that. So the matchup this week for me is Ryan Lester on Jeremy Cameron, the Coleman medalist as it stands.
Froggy gets his job done.
Froggy last time at the Gabba, Brisbane come from behind, get a win. Big win at the Gabba when I did the eating challenge. Froggy, Jeremy Cameron, 1 goal, 8 touches.
Oh,
you'll take
Froggy
that every day of the week, and there's a little bit of media around it.
Yeah, I know. So he doesn't like the media too.
No,
he's not that kind of guy.
I actually spoke to him after. I just wanted to call him, and I just said, you didn't expect me to call you on your Monday, not to even speak about the game, but I said mighty game in the weekend. He said, I'll take it, but Jezza wasn't right. That's the type of bloke Froggy was. He always talks him down. He can never accept playing good. No, it's just who he is. So
he hate the media.
I'm looking forward to this matchup.
Yeah. So Froggy goes to Jezza. What's Harrow doing? And does Dizzy Gardner come in? Just in case. Just in case.
Well, do we look at...
Who's the other tools?
There's Duday as well.
Does he playing VFL?
He's been playing VFL. Oscar McInerney might come back in. He played VFL on the weekend. Dizzy was kicking goals for Brisbane, though.
He did kick forward, didn't he?
Yeah. So is he going to play forward? Is he going to play back? I don't know.
Well, and then I can tell you what, Hibby's not going back.
No. They need him back forward. And then, so the midfield matchup, again, you've got 2 stars for Geelong that are just dominating.
Yeah. Holmesy and Bazza.
The Dash brothers are calling them. The run and dash.
Are they really?
Yeah, versus a very good, very, very, very good, nearly the best in the comp in terms of names in Brisbane's midfield.
Yeah. So you got McCluggage, you got Dunkley, you got Neil.
Yeah.
Those three versus their three.
So Dunkley's been doing the job on people.
Yeah.
But this is different.
I would like to see Dunkley go to Paddy if he's up at the round.
Yeah, he's becoming more of a stay-at-home forward now, though, Paddy. They've got their midfield grunt, but this is a different matchup. Dunkley, with the running power of Baz and Holmesy, Dunks is a big body. He gets the nitty-gritty stuff. He does the 1%. Yeah. So this will be interesting how Brizzy handle this.
Yeah. But but the likes of McCluggage and obviously Neil.
Oh, you know those guys. Yeah. You know what you're going to get from those guys. Yeah. They're stars.
Yes, they are.
They're stars.
They're top of the...
Both of them are in contention for All Australian.
Definitely getting a jacket this year.
And, so it's
this is actually a game. I'm going to watch this game.
Yeah, you
I want to see the whiteout and I want to see who wants it.
It's
huge. Hard going down and getting a win.
It's really hard. But the
Lions have won the past two.
Yeah.
And one's been at the ground. One's been at GMHBA, but it's been 70-61, 95-85 in favour of the Lions. So they got confidence.
This Geelong Brisbane new era is getting some history about it.
Yeah. Mate, we've played them in finals.
We've been smashed in finals by them. We've beaten them in finals.
Prelim,
they've both won great. This is becoming a bit of a rivalry.
Yeah.
So
I feel like that's a thing.
It's becoming a real thing. So yeah, that's a big one. Everyone tune into that. That's huge. That's number one for the week.
I can't wait to see a tip.
So
yeah, then we got Port Adelaide versus Sydney Swans Saturday 4:15 Adelaide Oval. Great game, round 6. Port won by 8, 85-77, and that game had a bit of how you going, mate.
So why I've put this one in here is because I think Sydney's done.
Yeah, no, they're done.
I put it in because it's big for Port.
I don't know if they can even bank finals.
This is big for Port. Because they're
doing this.
They're just hanging around.
They're sniffing.
But if they can't win this,
they're a team right now who's like
they can't lose.
They got to just look after their own backyard.
Yeah.
And whatever happens. Like if teams above them start shitting the bed, Gold Coast. Look, I don't know. I got a feeling that Gold Coast might be dropping down. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Freo might come out of the 8. You got GWS who might go on a poo run. They'll be sniffing around.
But Porter on thin ice, they can't lose.
Oh, if they lose 1 or 2.
I think it's just, that's it too. So, that's why I've put them in because it's quite a big game.
Yeah. You know what I need to see this. If they don't get this for next year, if they don't go hard in the trade period or in the draft or whatever it may be, where they finish, they need a key forward.
Yeah.
They just need a key forward. They've got no presence. Buddy's gone, and that just left his gaping hole. They made a grand final. Okay, don't take that away from them. But all their players were just playing out of their skin all year.
I know. And nothing.
Amadi's good.
Yeah, he turns up.
I feel like he'd be even better if they had a key position.
Again, we see that when another good key forward's there, it takes a lot of stress off. You don't get the best defender at times.
Bob
up. So you can bob up. But look, even when that Sydney grand final versus Brisbane, I was looking at Brizzy's defenders going like, I'm not too worried. These guys can get the job done.
Do I have to spoil? But that's also there's obviously a lot of things that go into it because the pressure down the ground, all that kind of shit. But I'm just saying,
game styles, they adapt to different.
I'm just saying they need a key position. They need someone who's a menace figure. And Oscar Allen, that would be pretty good for him.
Yeah, but he'd be pretty good for Brizzy.
Of course, yeah, but I don't want to do that. I'm just saying,
But it's very good.
I just don't see the names getting their hands on the nurry like they used to. Obviously, Matt Roberts is leading the disposal gets for Sydney Swans at 23.9, Heaney 23.3, Warner 22.5, and then Mills 21. I just don't like.
Yeah. Well, because they're being dominated in games, it's hard to get the ball. We know that.
But they're guns.
Yeah. They are guns.
I'm just saying. I don't know.
They're still being guns throughout the year, but it's not as consistent.
Yeah. But Port Adelaide were 15th last week, sitting 11th. They're just sniffing. Yeah. Which is great. If they get another win,
they're there.
They can go. They can go up another couple. Colton's, they're just sitting around 10th.
They've got a key forward that's in the top 5 for the Coleman, so that's always good. But
kick 7 on the weekend, big Georgiades.
It's just him. It's just him down there. So if Sydney can stop him, it goes a long way.
Of course.
He's their guy.
Yeah.
I think he's the most targeted in the AFL.
He has to be. And they also put up a reverse stat of him too. He's had the most intercept marks on. But mate.
Yeah, but he's getting targeted the most. So.
But that's a big game coming up. That is Saturday. If you want to tune in and see who could possibly sniff out of finals, it might be that. And the next big game, and we say big, but it is pretty big in the terms of things. It is Giants versus Suns, Sunday, 1:10 at NG Stadium. Oh my goodness gracious. If the Suns keep losing, I think they're quietly pooing themselves.
Yes.
Do you think or no? Because I don't.
Are we expecting too much from them though? It's been quite a jump.
I'm not expecting too much. I'm just saying they're going to play. I want them to play finals.
Yeah, I think they're going to play finals. But it's a big game because it is a two top 8 teams. So we're always going to count that as a big game, everybody.
Yep.
But again, Yeah, we've gotten really excited about the Suns.
We did. And I jumped on.
Yeah, so did I.
I jumped on. And
they can still finish top 4.
Yeah, of course. They've got plenty of rounds to go.
Yeah. They've got 2 games in the bag.
I just see a little bit. Yeah, I didn't realise that beforehand before I made that bold statement, Danny. I don't know. I keep seeing a few L's popping up. I'm like, that's not nice.
Yeah.
I've seen this happen before to the Suns. They haven't been in this 8 predominantly for that long, and they're doing pretty good things. I just feel like, I don't know, if they keep losing a couple of games here and there, they might just be, when it gets push comes to shove and it's around 22 to 24 and you need must wins, I don't know the fixture, they could be the games where the pressure's too much.
Yeah, that might get them is late when they have to win. That's not where
and we've been there before.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. It's like, boys, this could be us booking our footy trip or not.
Exactly.
And you don't want it. You don't want the season to end.
In their heads, have been in the top 4 at times, have been solidified in top 8, and then to have that pressure on you.
Yeah.
First finals ever for a club.
And we've had the whole media, including us, writing and going, top 4, they're going to make it. They're going to make it. And it'd be a big letdown if they didn't.
So the past 3 games, GWS have spanked them easily. It's been 89 to 50, 39 points win, 117 to 89, 28 points, 115 to 64, 44 points. So Giants are rocking up to this game going, hey, we're at home. Get out of the way.
So they're coming off a big win against Brizzy.
Yeah.
Cadman, they're saying, has arrived. Apprenticeship is finished.
That.
Of course, he had to finish it against Brisbane. So he kicked 5. Hogan kicked 6. He's coming second in the Coleman with 38 goals.
And no Toby.
And they didn't have a Toby on the weekend. So they will probably get their skipper back.
Yep. And that'll be, mate, their confidence will go, hey, yo.
Through the roof. So, I'd imagine that this is going to be a ripper.
If I'm watching 2 games this weekend, the Cats, Lions, GWS and Suns. That's all I'm watching. That's
it's going to be a good game.
All right, that is that. And let's get stuck into our quick tips race. And I didn't even check what we got last week. Were they good or bad?
Bad.
Bad?
Not bad, but it wasn't our best.
Oh, we suck, man.
You might have beat me, though.
Oh, yeah, but you know the thing is, this is on a Tuesday we're doing this, so we don't even know. We're going off gut feel, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get stuck into quick tips. It is round 15, Reece. Off the bat, we got Freo versus Essendon. They're going for 5 in a row.
Yeah, I'll go with Freo. Essendon are got up to their 11th debut this year, so they're young, they're fresh, they're raw. So Freo for mine.
Yeah, Freo for me too. That's at Thursday night. That's at home for them. All right, we got the Cats. It's the Whiteout game versus Lions. Paddy Danger's 350. Now, this is the one. If there's ever a game I've seen you not be biased, this is the game. Like, this is actually thinking. I know you're going to go, I don't know, $1.44 to $2.82. Like,
all right.
This is tough, and I'll give you a couple of seconds because I can cut this. But I know this is a tough one for you. You love the Lions, and the boys are like, you don't tip us, and then they win. You feel like a dickhead. So I just go with what your heart says, not what your gut says.
I am going to go the Lions.
Yeah, you just lost a tip there.
What?
You lost a tip.
No.
Yeah. Mate, you just took a minute to think of it. That's the longest you've ever done it.
Yeah, because this is the last time I'm going with the
gut.
I believe this team will.
Oh, okay.
Like, and if it doesn't, then I'll know. Like, all right, Reece, you did this last time.
Yeah. I reckon if we had real monies on the table, you wouldn't. You wouldn't. Yeah, I know.
I just feel like they're going to respond.
Good teams respond.
No, because they've been down bad.
Yeah, they have.
And like they'll be doing something about it this week.
Okay.
Like, they lose to Adelaide, kick too many points. They lose on the weekend, probably could have won the game.
Yep.
Like, they fix it up.
You want to fucking get
They're going to fix it up.
You'd want to get this win.
They're going to fix it up.
For the internal.
Yeah. And it'll be big for me because it'll make me believe a hell of a lot.
So as a fan, if they win this weekend, you're back on the train. You're back on the, just no thoughts about it.
I'm on it, but there's no thoughts
now.
Yeah, I'm having serious thoughts.
This is your first thoughts.
Yeah, because there's some frustration around what's happening.
Yeah. So the fans out here are frustrated, Brisbane. Come on. You need a big win this week. I'm going the Cats easy. They're going to 350, bro.
They're going to be easy.
Paddy 350.
Yeah.
You think they're going to lose?
Skipper.
You think they're going to lose? They don't lose milestone games, baby. They don't. I don't know, they probably do, but they don't.
No, this is hard.
Yeah. All right. Then on Saturday we have Carlton Footy Club versus North Melbourne. And this is at Marvel. Oh no, this is at MCG, and this is a game where the Blues are sitting 10th. Another couple of wins here and there, and they could smell finals.
North Melbourne.
Yeah, I'm going the Blues, but I reckon
you're going the Blues.
I reckon North's going to win.
North gave Freo a scare.
Yeah, I liked it.
And Clarko said there's a bit of belief.
Yeah, I think that they'll probably beat them, but I'm just, as a betting man, I'm going the Blues.
All right, North for me.
All right, Port Adelaide versus Sydney Swans at Port's home ground, which is Adelaide Oval. Yeah, I'm going Port too. Sydney, you just let me down. Now, this is the easiest tip of the week, and if it's not, then I'm sorry, people, but Collingwood versus St. Kilda.
Collingwood.
Yeah, Collingwood all day. They're just unbeatable at the moment. Giants versus Suns at NG Stadium on Sunday, 1:10.
Giants.
I'm going to go to Suns.
Yeah.
Just because
they've had the week. They've had the week off.
Yeah, they're fresh.
They're fresh.
My boy Benny Long's getting in Mizuno boots. I sent him down to him and he's signing up.
I like the Toby effect as well, though, coming back for the Giants.
Yeah, I know. I reckon they're going to be too confident. If they're at home, I think it's just going to happen.
Yep.
They've beaten them 3 times in a row. Come on, Suns, you can do it. Last game of the round, it is Bulldogs versus Richmond, and that's you just...
Doggies.
$1.05 to $10.50.
Wow.
9th versus 17th. That has to be the biggest...
9th versus 17th odds?
Yeah, ever.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
$1.05 to $10.50.
Doggies are a finals team. We all know it.
Yeah, we know it, but that's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy.
That's... Uze, mate... If you're looking for any motivation for this weekend, you usually look for the media, or you look for the players who might have said something about your club once upon a time. Look at Sportsbet. $1.05 to $10.50.
Put that on the board. Put that on the board. First coach to do a Sportsbet thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it. The boys will love it.
They would love it. They'll get around it.
Because think how many multis they can ruin with that.
Heaps.
Like just get everyone against you.
Heaps.
I would if I was a coach, boom, I'd do that. Just for a laugh.
It'd be good for a laugh. And then, right, boys, back into it.
Yeah, back into it. Okay, back into it. The teams have a buys, Adelaide and Hawthorn and Demons and Eagles. Fuck, there's just buys every week now. I hate this.
Brizzy's next week, I think. So it's...
Who is the Backstreet Boys? Buy.
Yeah, that is
every
it, bro.
week. Give it a break. All right, that is episode 28. And this is Joe, and we thank him for sponsoring this episode. Big weekend. Can the Brizzy Lions get it done? Can they get his faith back? He's still tipping them, but he just wants to see it.
Yeah, I'm losing slowly. But
nuts.
To all our fans, to our listeners, thank you very much. We'll be back. We'll be back in action full flight with multiple episodes after this Nuffy stops playing weekend on the footy. And things are going to wrap up real soon. So
peace
catch you later.
Let's go.